Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetable Bread. Today is probably going to be the final day of the class combination project. And today we are starting with Prismatic defects. Defect is a good starting class, so I've got some high hopes. We can obviously get all kinds of broken synergies from all the classes. But we also have a starting deck that contains some orb stuff, and we have 3 orb slots, so we should be able to take advantage of those a little bit better than normal. I'd like to take a 2 or 3 elite path that has a fire before the first elite, and it's hard to find here. We could do this question thing, and then take this elite first and then that one. Still have an option for a third one. This is a pretty reasonable route. The question shop thing is a little weird, but don't mind it. Pretty lucky start to this fight. Neither one's attacking, one's at 12 health. We don't have lethal here, so we will block as much as possible. I guess we had guaranteed lethal last turn if we dual casted. So we'd zap on top of the deck, but whatever, we got lethal either way. A couple of great floor 1 options here. Cut Through Fate is a top tier card for filtering and drawing towards specific things. Cleave solves a lot of sort of Act 1 hard fights, as well as being good in specifically the Sentries fight. I would say Cut Through Fate is one of the best Gremlin Knob fight cards, since it can get you past your defensive cards. Although Cleave does more damage total. Let's go Cut Through Fate. If we find a Weave or something, we'll wish we had some Scry, so let's just get ahead of that now. Rough. I wish I'd done this first. I guess I wouldn't have changed my behavior if I did it first. So then I had 1 mana for attacking there, so it was already gone with Cut Through Fate. Literally the same choice. Do I want this hand next turn? I kind of do. Okay. Deceive Reality is great. Top tier defensive card. Against Slime Boss, having the safety set up for the big attack turn makes a lot of sense. Doesn't really have any synergy with Cut Through Fate, but it doesn't really need to have it. Okay, hopefully we get Serpent. Ooh, we do. Wow. Okay. Spot Weakness is a great card. Most classes don't have access to strength scaling and can do sort of broken stuff if they do. So getting access to some strength scaling seems really strong. So we're probably buying Spot Weakness and removing the Curse. All told, that costs 136, or 116, rather. What else are we doing? Because we've got 276, so we would have 160 remaining. That's not enough for the bomb. Probably don't want Like Water. We don't have any ability to change stances. Probably do want Conclude. Conclude's pretty great. Don't have enough money for any of the relics, but that's okay. None of the relics are standouts, other than, obviously, Frozen Egg, which we can't afford. Blood Vial is pretty reasonable, but we can't afford Spot Weakness and Card Remove with it. So maybe it's like Spot Weakness, Card Remove, Conclude, Potion. Probably the Fire Potion. I believe we can afford all that, so let's do it. Okay. Seems like a really good shop, thanks to the Serpent. So if we don't do this event, we're probably upgrading here. If we do the event, we're probably resting here. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the event. 11 health for a stone calendar is great. Maybe we could fight this elite. Fight this elite. Probably don't fight that one and go rest up at this fire. It's pretty much the same as going to this fire and then fighting this elite and going to another fire, except we skip a fire. We trade a fire for a question mark, basically. And I'd rather have a fire. So we'll do this. Plus we'll get to go into the elite fight with an extra upgrade. And an upgraded conclude is pretty powerful. Spot weakness is also vying for contention here. I think it's probably conclude. Conclude does a lot of damage. Dual cast might help us execute one. It does. So kill him and block. Take 3. Okay. Just to basically conclude waiting room the fight. Halt's probably out. We don't have any way to get into Wrath, so we don't want that. I do like Thunderclap into conclude though. Oh my god, I removed a strike instead of the doubt. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Okay, I knew I had to do a card remove, and my fingers just decided that it was going to be strike that gets removed. Alright, so we need another shop. Can we go to this shop? Oh, we have enough money to go to that shop. I don't know. I'll take a Thunderclap. Alright, so the only way to get enough money is to either have this event give us money, but if this event gives us money, it also gives us another curse, because it's the Regret Shrine. Or we can go fight this elite, which I don't think gets us enough money. We can give it a shot. Alright, conclude on turn 1 means we probably waking him up right away. Let's see what we can draw. Ooh, so we're going to draw spot weakness next turn when he's attacking. We'll take the defend now. Alright, spot weakness, defend, strike, I suppose. We could liquid memories for conclude now. We've got strength, and we're about to get weak, so I don't think there's going to be a better time for it. Or liquid memories for conclude, rather. And it's almost certainly the card we want, because it's a really good card. Maybe it's Deceive Reality, safety, zap here. We're weak, so we don't get a ton of value out of other damage sources. Eventually we're going to finish him off with Fire Potion and maybe Stone Calendar too. Unfortunate timing on the spot weakness here. So we have lethal with Fire Potion now. I don't think we can wait until the end of turn 7. So can we get lethal without Fire Potion? Well, we have 6, 11... oh wait, let's Thunderclap first, because that's obviously helps our damage. 9, 16, plus 6. Yeah, that is lethal. It's exactly lethal. Okay. Oh wait, we had 9 from Orbs. Miscounted. Establishment is a great card. It's a bit of a Watcher build around, which is scary because we're not guaranteed to see very many Watcher cards. But if we see like a Meditate or a Battle Hymn, we already have Deceive Reality, so we already have a Retain card. So I can grab Establishment. It's pretty powerful. Sucker Punch is here too. Sucker Punch is decent. I don't hate Sucker Punch for sure. It's Establishment here. Okay, and Calipers, huh? Oh, I forgot to check the ending. Shoot. That's unfortunate. I think we're going to keep trekking. And if we win on accident by not checking the ending, then that's fine. With 44 health, if we fight this elite, we get to go to a fire. So I think we're going to do that. I think we can survive it with a fire potion. It'll be okay. We're really good at this fight because we have conclude. I guess I'll zap defend. We could dual cast, but dual cast helps to execute one 1/3 of the time, or I guess 2/9 of the time. It hits one of the outside ones twice, which is nice. Because then I can probably kill that one next turn. 2/9 is not super likely. I'd rather take the higher expected damage over the course of the whole fight, because this tends to be a long fight. Also, safety sets us up really well this turn to just block. Except we only have safety defend, so we can't really just block. Thunderclap Cut Through Fate might get us another block, but it also costs 2 energy. I guess I could just Cut Through Fate and look for another block. We're already blocking for 17 now, so we don't super need it. Also, if we find Conclude, we have to play it, basically. So let's look for Conclude. I'll take Spot Weakness. And then Safety Defend. I'll take 3. And probably we draw Conclude next turn. Yeah. We're still weak, but we can kill one with Fire Potion anyway. In fact, if we punch the front one twice, we do 12 damage to him. And then Conclude, we do 26 damage to him. He's at 7, so he's like executable, and we can kill the middle one with the Fire Potion. That catches my eye because it's perfectly efficient. Alright, just one attack for front sentry. This is a little bit of a risky line now. Yep, we got it. Took a risk, got rewarded. The fight went pretty well. Ooh, Pantograph. Pantograph might inspire us to take the 2 elite line here. We'll have to see what this fight ends up being. But it's possible we fight this elite and then heal up for the boss. Protect says retain on it, and we already took a establishment, so we pretty much have to take Protect. Protect is also just like a great card. So we'll take Protect. Red Slaver, you don't say. We can Deceive Reality Safety to block out, and then Conclude because it does a ton of damage. Or we could Zap if we expect the fight to be really long. We could Blessing of the Forge, which makes dual cast and zap cost 0. And that would let us strike dual cast zap Conclude, which is 6, 22, 38, 41 damage, not enough. So if we did that, we would probably still Deceive Reality Safety, so it's not a big of a difference. So we'll just do that and Conclude. Quick Entangle is going off. I think that's as early as he's allowed to entangle. It's turn 2. Let's see if I care. Let's see, if we Protect Defend, do we have lethal next turn? Most likely. We could give up 2 health to get 3 strength and have a lot more likely lethal. If we take 2 strength, this does 9 damage, and then it can draw any 1 attack to do the other 7. I think I like that for 2 health. Yeah, we didn't need it. Empty Fist is probably out. We don't have any stance changing. Havoc is interesting. Havoc on spot weakness is kind of weird. Or on retain cards is kind of weird. It's like, yeah, I guess we're not doing that. Sweeping Beam, we already have Conclude, so we don't super need Sweeping Beam. And usually the reason the defect takes Sweeping Beam is it's the only AoE available. So No thank you. Okay, it's decision time. We want 2 fires, or a question mark, and then an elite and a fire. And then pantograph to heal up. I like question mark, elite, fire. If this question mark is a fight and it's gang of slimes, we lose. Probably, unless we draw conclude turn 1. So that's a risk I'm willing to take. Right. Transform Shrine. We can't transform the curse or else we get another curse. Conjure Blade. Well, that's a weird one. It's Gremlin Knob. Okay. I guess we're Thunderclap Deceive Reality dual casting, because it's the only productive thing we can do this turn, but I'm not happy about it. Do we spot weakness in this fight? I guess let's cut through fate and try and find something unupgraded, like a strike or a zap, and then we can upgrade. Blessing of Fortune? No, we don't want zap. Conclude's already upgraded. We have to take Conclude if we see it. Okay, so we'll just keep Blessing of Fortune now. So he's currently doing 8 plus 24, which is 32, and we're at 33. So if we spot weakness, we're kind of digging ourselves a hole that we have to dig ourselves out of next turn. But we have 2 upgraded retained block cards, which both block for a lot. So we are able to dig out of the hole. It's just not super comfortable. Alright, there's the Conclude. We pretty much have to take that, because it's the best card in the deck. It's either like Protect Strike or Safety Zap Strike. Strike is doing 7. I guess we're striking either way. They both block for 16, which makes it so I don't die, which is really the only goal. I think Safety Zap doesn't die and has higher lethal odds. So let's Safety Zap. He's hitting for 33. Yeah, we don't die. We need that 6 damage, it looks like. 37. Yeah, so we're surviving at 1 here. Okay, so we didn't get an attack this turn, so we need to block a lot. It's probably Protect Defend plus. I'm not sure if that's enough. Yeah, we're dying. We're on up here. Okay. Shouldn't have taken the elite, I guess. We just needed to draw Conclude twice, really. Maybe shouldn't have done the spot weakness. Definitely should have removed the doubt instead of the strike at the shop. I think that's probably the big mistake that cost us the run more than anything else, because we had a doubt in a turn when we didn't have enough energy to spend our whole hand, or we had too much energy to play our cards without using skills, so that kind of drove us down the spot weakness route.